an opportunity to really answer those questions for you guys. Again, just want to really share my journey. That's what this is all about. I would say probably about 3 years ago. Obviously, the start of the pandemic. Um, really found myself in an opportunity to be able and that skill set that I learned was trading. You know, and again, just being the go getter that I am and being the entrepreneur that I am. My goal was to really simplify and really figure out how can I simplify this, because I knew that I didn't want to sit in front of charts all day. I knew that I didn't want to analyze charts. I knew that that wasn't going to be something that I wanted to do, and I just really tried to figure out a way of how I can really simplify the process. I also know that, obviously the stock market, whether you're trading Forex, whether you're trading whether stocks, futures, options, there's so much manipulation. There's so much manipulation involved. Again, these brokers know when we put options. They know when we are putting our stocks, or when we're taking positions. And so again, I don't trade in that manner. I don't take positions. A lot of what I've been doing over the last, I would say probably the last really 6 months, is really looking for market executions, just watching the market, and just jumping in and out. And again, it's scalping. I'm a scalper. I only trade one currency, or one indice, or one pair, whatever you want to call it in the Forex world, or whatever you want to put a name on it. I trade US 30. That's all that I trade, and it's the Dow Jones. And I trade on brokers that allow you to leverage your money to be able to actually trade. And again, I get a lot of questions in regards to really just starting off trading. How do I start off trading? I have some money. I want to invest. I want to, put my money into an account, and I want to start trading. What I would honestly recommend, and again, I did that. I went through that step. And so, talking from my own personal experience, and one of the things that you'll hear from me is that I'm going to share what I've done, and I'm going to share my experience, so that you can make the decision on whether or not you want to learn from that, or learn from me, or learn from my mistakes, or kind of make your own decision as far as kind of your direction. But again, when I first started trading, I literally just started funding accounts, and I just started putting money into an account. I started trading as a binary trader. I traded on a platform called Forex, and I was a binary trader. So I was time based sharing, trading, 1 minute trades, 5 minute trades. But the one thing with binary is, once you place your position, there's no way to stop. Okay, so again, there's manipulation involved, and so you would find that you would be winning a trade, and then all of a sudden it would spike you out, and you would lose that trade. That was frustrating to me, and there had to be a way, to be able to do short short trades, scalping trades, but being able to control that. And so that's where, obviously, and then also I wanted something that moves. I wanted something that had movement, where I can catch, very quick moves, and be in and out, waiting for pairs to move, waiting, again, like I didn't want to do that. I don't enjoy that. I don't enjoy looking at charts. I don't, again, I'm not a trader in the sense of just analyzing. I know people spend hours. That's not what I guess I wanted to learn the skill to do. I did not want to, make trading my job. I didn't want to, I didn't want to spend a lot of time on charts. I didn't want to spend hours a day on charts. And so again, as I did research, and as I did more and more research, I learned price action. Being able to read the charts like a foreign language. So, like someone learns Spanish, or like someone learns, a different language, Chinese, or they learn Korean. Um, it's the same thing. Is it's being able to read. A musician, how they read music. Reading charts is the exact same thing. Seeing where there's opportunity, seeing where it respected levels that it respected, and again, looking at different time frames. We have the opportunity to look at 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, an hour, 4 hour, day, week, month. Again, like yearly charts, you can really analyze, and break it down as far as what you want to look for. And it all comes down to really the type of trader that you are. Are you looking for, longer trades? Are you looking for scalp opportunities? I look at the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and I look at structure on the 15. Honestly, like, I don't do a lot of analyzing anymore. I have a session at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'll be honest with you, I'm actually on the charts about 5 minutes before. I'm not being biased. I'm not anticipating the market going in this direction. I literally look at the market. I analyze where we're at. Okay, I look at bank zones of what we've respected, recently, and I just find biased direction, based on multiple time frames, and that's what I do. I'm very confident in that. I don't second guess myself. I don't question my entries. I don't question my position. If I'm taking sales, I'm going to make that decision, and I'm going to stick with that decision. If I'm going to take a buy, I'm going to stick with that decision, and I'm going to do so. I'm also going to. It's like a hunter. I'm also going to pinpoint opportunities of where there will be rejection, just based off of the fact that the market will always correct. Okay, it may not correct fully in that move, but it will correct. The market always corrects itself, always, especially when you're trading US 30. There will always be a correction, and so what I'm doing is I'm waiting for a small correction. Okay, and just based off of candles, based off of patterns, based off of wicks, based off of size of candle bodies, volume. There's a lot of things that just based off of just looking at the chart, what I can get from that. I don't need to draw a bunch of lines. I don't need to draw trend lines. I don't need to do any of that. I simply know exactly what direction I'm looking for a pullback, and my goal is to be leveraged properly to get in and out. I take 5 trades this week. We did 5 trades a day. We did a total of 20 trades. We had 20 wins and we had 0 losses. I had 0 losses this week because, again, I'm in and out. I don't care what the market did. I don't trade on Fridays. I don't have no idea. I see all these charts. Oh my gosh, it dropped. I don't care. I have no care in the world. If it's not my trading day, I don't have a fear of missing out. Again, I get on for that period of time, and I'm in and out. My sessions this week have literally been about 15 to 20 minutes long. That's it. And again, it's all about consistency. I trade at the time that I do because we're in between London and we've just opened up the US market. So there's tons of volatility. The market's going like this, up and down. So there's plenty of opportunity for me to be able to get in and get out very quickly. And that's what I take advantage of. I don't take advantage. I don't trade open, market open. There's too much manipulation there. I trade a half hour later. I trade at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and the market is kind of settled down. It's moving it's moving in a consistent direction, and it's at a good volatility that I'm able to just get in and get out. I'm able to catch a move. Again, I've just been very successful doing that. A lot of people do ask me questions in regards to, like I said before, I have a couple bucks I want to put in. I want to open up an account. The one thing is again, there's a lot of opportunities when trading Forex. There's a lot of different pairs that you can trade. Trading, USD JPY, or trading EJ, for example, Euro JPY. You can definitely take a $200 account, and you can definitely work with that type of account. When you're trading an indice like US 30, what I found is it's very difficult to kind of flip an account when trading US 30, because first and foremost is if you have a small account balance, your broker will do what they call margining out. It will margin out because you just don't have enough money to withstand a pullback or a drawdown. And in order for you to really get what that trade is going to do, there is going to be a drawdown, and you have to have a big enough account in order to actually be able to actually handle that drawdown in order for the trade to play out in the direction that you want it to. Again, with the small account, you will experience a margin out, which will then take you out of the trade, which will then you miss the opportunity. Yes, it went in your direction. You would have won the trade, but because your account is so small, it didn't allow you to actually participate in that trade because, again, your account size. And so again, flipping an account, utilizing really Forex or indices, it's very challenging, and a lot of times you're over leveraging. Okay, in order to flip an account, you have to over leverage. You have to, to trade, large amounts in order to do so. And again, you're probably going to experience more frustration than not doing so. You can also focus on 1 to 2% growth daily, 1 to 2%, drawdown on your account, and really focus that way. You'll be able to take a small account and you'll build it very gradual, very minimal. It'll take you some time to do so. What I really focus on, and what I really teach, and what I really share is the journey of really learning the skill set. If you focus on becoming a trader and you really focus on learning the skill set, you'll actually be able to actually go and trade other people's money. Okay, so there's a lot of prop firms out there. What a prop firm is it's an actual firm that actually pays people to trade live accounts. Okay, there's an amount of money set aside, or investors or whoever the people are, whether they're corporations, whether they're private investors, they put their money into this account. And what they then do is they get traders that are skilled and can demonstrate that they're skilled traders to trade those funds. And they do that multiple, they do that on a multiple scale. They do that, they get tons of great traders that are obviously, that have demonstrated the skill set, and they allow them to be able to trade on those accounts, on those live funded accounts. And what's nice about those live funded accounts is that you have an account that allows you to be able to get the drawdown, and allows you to be able to actually be consistent in your trading style. It allows you to be able to be the trader. It also gives you perimeters to work inside of. Again, I can set my own rules, personally on my own strategy, but it's very easy to kind of flex away from those rules, and it's very easy to break those rules. It's very easy to say, you know what, I'm willing to take an 8% loss today. When you're trading a funded account, there's perimeters that you have to work in order to actually keep that funded account. Okay, you have to obtain, in your evaluation process, you have to obtain certain levels of increase as far as profits go. You can't experience certain amount of drawdown. So again, it keeps you consistent, and it allows you to be able to trade in these perimeters, which again, if you could trade within those perimeters. And again, I don't trade within those perimeters. I actually shorten the perimeters myself. I focus on a 1 to 2% growth every single day. If I can focus on 1 to 2% growth daily in my sessions, I win. If I take a 1 to 2% loss a day, I'm done for the day. So again, I don't get anywhere near the 5% that I'm allotted daily. I don't get anywhere near the 12% that I'm allotted, on the complete account. Again, if I have to, on an evaluation, if I have to hit 5% or 8% growth over the next 30 days, 1% growth, 2% growth daily, I can literally do that in about a week. So again, those are the perimeters that I focus on, and again, focusing on those perimeters and then obviously sticking to my strategy and my rules. My strategy doesn't, when I talk about strategy, it's not, if this crosses that, or if the market comes up here, or if it's oversold or overbought, or if the MACD says this or the MAC. I'm not talking about that strategy. I'm talking about my own personal strategy of being consistent at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, being consistent in taking short scalping trades, 1 to 2% daily growth, 1 to 2% drawdown, loss per day. That's the strategy and the plan that I'm talking about. And then obviously from there, keeping things very simple. I don't use any indicators at all. The only indicator that I use is I use a 200 EMA to tell me the direction, to confirm, am I looking for sells or am I looking for buys? The market's going to do one of two things. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. Okay. So again, you like I said, and it's always going to pull back. Okay. What a drawdown is a drawdown is you picked the wrong spot that it retraced to, or it went in a different direction than what you had thought. Okay. So again, if you can get consistent and you can get, good at really understanding where she can retrace back to, then at that point, you limit your drawdown and you're able to just get that quick 5 to 10 point, profit or you win and get out. And again, on my trading account, on my funded account, my personal account, I'll open up about 5 different trades. I'll open up 5 positions at a time. When I'm trading my funded account, I will open up anywhere from 2 to 3, because again, I'm leveraged at a point where again, 2 or 3, if it went in the wrong direction, I can get out at 2% and be done for the day. If it goes in my positive direction and it goes in the direction that I anticipate it to go, obviously it's going to give me my 1 to 2% for the day, and I'm done for the day. So again, I literally just, if I can just find one opportunity, and that's what I've really gotten good at, is I used to take multiple entries. I mean, there were if you go back to some of my YouTube videos, there were times we were taking 18, 20 trades a session. Again, what I've gotten better at is just being more patient, really finding that sweet spot. Really, and again, it's all with the naked eye. I'm not using any indicators to help me do so. I'm simply just saying, hey, she can potentially pull back to this area, and I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait. And if she continues to fall, then I'm going to kind of readjust, and I'm going to look at where she's hitting. I'm going to look at levels of support. I'm going to look at levels of resistance. I'm going to look at price action. I'm going to look at what she's done over the last couple of candles, and be able to kind of make my move from there. But I look at it as a hunter. A hunter, they put out these hunting huts. They put out cameras, to really kind of watch, to see what their hunting is doing. If it's deer, they're watching the deer. They get the deer, come across their camera. They know that there's deer in that area because they show up on their camera. If there's weeks that go by that maybe there's no deer, maybe they'll move it in a different direction, or they'll move it to a different area. They'll set it up. They'll be patient, and then they know that when that deer comes into sight, and I'm there, boom, I'm going to take the shot. And that's exactly how I set it up as well. As I don't chase trades. I don't chase the market. I move the market based off of what she's telling me, and I move the market based off of what she's giving me, and then obviously I wait for that pullback, and I take my shot. So again, like I said, I help people get into situations to where they learn this skill set. They learn this skill set. Focus on 3 to 6 months of really learning the skill set. Get a demo account. Get a demo account. Set perimeters for yourself. Be tight on those perimeters. and really learn the skill set. Get into communities, surround yourself with people that are uplifting you. Surround yourself with people that really want to see you succeed and be successful. Again, when you tell people you're trading, you'll hear a lot of, that's not going to work. Why are you doing that? Why are you throwing your money away? What are you doing? But I'm telling you, if you learn the skill set, it will absolutely change your life. But you have to be willing to put in the time. Okay, you have to be willing to be a student. You have to be willing to be a student of the process. And the reason I state that is, again, like, if you think that you can just open up an account, you can just start trading, and again, like, it's that easy. It really isn't that easy. I would say the most challenging part of trading is the mental state that you have to be in order to trade. Okay, there's probably 95% mental than actually understanding the charts and reading the charts. If you're not going into the trade confidently, if you're fear of losing, if you're not confident, if you're if any of these things exist, if you're not feeling well, if you're rushing, if you haven't allotted yourself enough time, um, again, if you're not on a big enough account to withstand a drawdown or a pullback, um, those things can be frustrating. If you revenge trade. So again, if you don't have control of your emotions when trading, it will not be fun. It will, again, I learned very quickly that when I hold trades open, it causes anxiety, and I'm constantly looking at them. I'm constantly looking at what my trade's doing, how is it doing, and so again, I don't like that. I don't like to look at charts throughout the day. When I trade, I'm in and out, I'm done for the day, and I'm able to go on with my day. I'm able to go on and do whatever it is that I want to do. And that's what trading is definitely done, is it's allowed me to be able to obtain a skill that's allowed me to be able to do the things that I want to do. Okay, it's allowed me to be a father. It's allowed me to be a husband. It's allowed me to be able to work on multiple businesses. It's allowed me to be able to work in businesses. It's allowed me to be able to build, build businesses. It's allowed me to really be able to now focusing on creating, focusing on really sharing my journey. Again, it's allowed me to be able to do that. Again, trading has allowed me, the time freedom to definitely be able to really be able to do and put those things in place. And so again, learn the skill. Look at it as and again, like, there's a lot of ways that you can do that. I know personally myself, I wanted a direct process. I didn't want to go follow this guy or follow this guy or follow that guy and look at this YouTube and look at that YouTube and pay for this, this Discord and that Discord and this Discord and that Discord, and this guy does it this way, this guy does it this way, this guy does it this. I didn't want any of that. I wanted to completely eliminate that. And so again, I come from an educational background. I believe in education. So again, I don't mind investing into myself. So I invested into myself. I invested into training. I invested into getting into school. I invested into an academy. And I'm still investing into the academy. Because again, at the end of the day, I have people that I can turn to. I have mentors. I have people that I can reach out to. I have a community that, again, I can access, and I truly believe in that type of education. Can you do it for you? Absolutely, you can. Can you do it from just watching me? Sure. But again, I'm not an instructor. I'm not an educator. I'm not teaching you the basic skill sets of why candles do what they do. I'm not teaching you, candle structures. I'm not teaching you, what an engulfing candle is. I'm not teaching you what a hammer, hammer candle. Again, I'm not teaching you those things, and those are things that are important. Those are the basic skill sets. I'm not teaching you support and resistance. I'm not teaching you why I put my support and resistance, there. Again, those are basic skill sets. Okay, it's like a doctor learning what a scalpel is, learning what this tool does and that tool does, and why do I use this tool in that surgery, and why do I use this tool to get that result. Like, again, it's the same thing. You have to know the basic skill sets. and you have to know the basic foundation of trading before you just jump in and just start pushing buttons. And if you think that you're just going to jump in and push buttons, you're going to lose. You're going to lose money. You're going to get frustrated, and it's not going to be for you. But again, like I can promise you, I don't know what you do. I don't know the skill set of what you do. I don't know how to do what you do. In order for me to do what you do, I have to learn. I have to be a student. And a lot of times people, again, like trading is very easy. Anybody can open up a broker account, they can add money into it, and they can start pushing buttons. That's the easy thing about trading, is that these brokers allow people to do so. There's no, you have to prove this. Like, I can't go sell a house. I have to be a licensed real estate agent to go sell a house. You can't just go sell insurance. You have to be licensed insurance agent to go sell insurance. But you don't have to be licensed to go lose money in the stock market. You don't have to be licensed to go open a brokerage account, put money in it, and lose money. You don't have to be licensed to do so. It's a freedom that we have. But at the end of the day, that's why only 5% of traders out there are profitable and are successful. Because 95, there's so many people, just, this is easy. I'm here to tell you it is easy. It's very simple. It's a simple skill set to learn, but you have to put the work in to learn it. But once you learn it, it's easy. There's nothing difficult about it. You just have to be willing to put the time in. Okay? I snowboard. Oh my gosh, so tough, but it took years and years and years. Riding a bike. You didn't get on the bike and just go. You fell. You had training wheels. Same thing. Your job. You've been at your job how long? Your first day, you weren't an expert at it. You had a user manual. You went through training. Okay? You may still be training. You may still be learning. Okay? Same thing here. Is just because you can open up a trading account, you can go start trading, doesn't make you a trader. Okay? There's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. I'm an entrepreneur. No, you want to be an entrepreneur. You're not making any money. Okay? So again, like, just because you open a trading account doesn't make you a trader. All right? So again, understand that there's a skill set that has to be learned. And if you're not willing to put the skill set in, and you're not willing to put the time in to learn that skill set, you're not going to be successful. Because you're gonna become an emotional trader. You're gonna say, I tried it, it wasn't for me. Because you didn't put in the time to learn the skill set. And that's why I said is, watching someone, trade a $200,000 account on YouTube, man, that's great. That's awesome. But I don't have $200,000. I have $500. How do I trade $500? So again, those are the things that, again, when you watch someone, trading these large accounts, and you watch someone do it this easy, it's because they put the time in. When you watch my session and I can make, $5,000 in 16 minutes, I've been doing this for the last 3 years. So again, if you think that you're going to come on, spend, 2 weeks and you're going to duplicate what I'm doing, you're wrong. Can you get lucky? Absolutely you can. But I'm telling you, more than not, you're going to get frustrated, you're going to quit because you're not willing to put in the time to make this happen. But I'm telling you, again, why do I do what I do? Whether you trade or not, I don't care. Okay? What I do though is I'm here to help people. I'm here to help people and show people that there's opportunities out there. Okay? And share my journey. Again, there's so many platforms out here where we have the opportunity to share our story, to share our journey, to document our journey with people, and to really be able to really share our journey with people, and be able to actually monetize that, and be able to get something from that. But also, most important is when I see people utilizing what I'm sharing, and being able to actually learn something from my story, gosh, that's so rewarding. Even one person, to hear somebody say, man, thank you so much, that helped me so much, like gosh, that really changed my perspective, or that changed my mindset, or that really helped me. Gosh, like that's rewarding to me, to know that someone listened to your story and was touched in a point where it helped them, or it guided them, or it helped them get through maybe a challenge or an obstacle. And it may not be in trading, but just in anything. But there's so many opportunities. I'm actually going to be doing a podcast on, really side hustles. There's so many side hustles. I mean, if you're a W-2 employee and you're just literally paying 28%, 30%, 35% taxes every year, why? You need to have a business. You need to actually fund some of that money that you're getting from that W-2 into that business, and be able to actually, be able to take, to be able to take write-offs from that business, be able to take write-offs from that side hustle. So again, like when you talk about what is the rich doing to get rich, is first and foremost is they're not allowing the government, such as like taxes, to just take all of their income. Again, but these are things that you have to be willing to put in the time and the effort to learn. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be doing a podcast about different side hustles. There's obviously Amazon, FBA. There's obviously garage sailing. There's obviously learning the skill set of trading, investing in real estate. There's so many different side hustles that you can get into to be able to really diversify your income. You should not be putting your eggs in one basket, because if you do, I'm telling you, you've worked so hard to put yourself in a financial situation to where you're prepared, or maybe you have some savings, but I'm telling you, you lose your job tomorrow and that's the only source of income that you have. You will see that you will go through your savings very quickly, but also the mental mind state, the mental aspect that you'll go through. Okay, that's the most challenging aspect, is the mental aspect of losing your job, getting laid off, and going through that mental aspect, and then obviously having to pick yourself back up to get out there, interview for more jobs. But again, if you have a side hustle, or you have, a business, or you're doing something on the side that's bringing in additional income. Okay, that was one thing with trading, is trading was just a side hustle, and then I saw man, trading is actually bringing in more income and bringing in more financials than anything else that I'm doing. And so again, I put more time and I put more effort into it, and it's replaced a lot of definitely different things, and it's going to open up 2023, just for business ventures as well. And again, as my wife and I, discuss 2023, it's going to open up a lot more doors, as we want to obviously look at purchasing more doors, on the rental side, and real estate, and really putting our money to work for us as we prepare for, what's next, and opportunities in the future. So again, like I said, I'm going to be doing a podcast. If you don't know, I have a podcast, the Revenue Channel. You can find us on Spotify. You can find us on iTunes podcast. You can find us on all your podcast channels. It hasn't been really active. Again, I've been really focusing on just really content, just small videos here and there. But again, I'm really going to be bringing on some of my close colleagues that I work with every day in the trading industry. I'm also going to be reaching out to individuals that are really, specialists in their field, whether it's real estate, whether it's tech, whether it's startups, venture capitalists. So again, just really sharing people's journeys and sharing people's stories, but also getting into the obstacles and the challenges. I don't want to hear how you won. It's very easy when you're winning, to continue to win. I want to know the obstacles, and I want to know the challenges, and I want to know the adversity that you were faced, and I want to know how you overcome that adversity. Because we talk about wins and we share wins all the time, but again, I want to hear about the lessons. I want to hear about how the lesson, changed your life, and I want to hear about how you failed and what that did, to help you get to obviously where you're at today. And so again, definitely stay tuned for that. We're going to definitely be focusing on that. Obviously, on real estate, we have a very amazing Airbnb business here in Chicago. We're looking to obviously add more doors to that as well. Possibly looking at ways of how we could, possibly do some businesses within that field. As again, there's a lot of shortfalls to help the hosts, things like that. Um, Obviously trading, my funded accounts, and then obviously just real estate, really focusing on real estate right now. Again, there's going to be a huge opportunity as we go through this recession, they call it. There's going to be a huge opportunity to be able to buy. There's going to be a lot of properties, whether it's just due to foreclosure, due to so many different scenarios out there. But again, I think that there's going to be some great opportunities that if you position yourself properly, millionaires are made, in recessions. They're not made in thriving economies. They take advantage of opportunities to buy low, and they take opportunities to invest when others are afraid, and others are scared to invest their money. I think the crypto space is obviously being shaken up right now. That's okay. I don't think the crypto space is going anywhere. So again, that's going to be another play as well. Um, Big play right now is obviously being able to do things like Turo, being able to obviously invest in vehicles, put them out there, really allow people to be able to utilize your vehicles while they're in your town, or I know again, if I have to put my vehicle in the shop, I look either rental companies that can be very expensive, but being able to just get on an app like Turo and be able to actually share someone's vehicle for the day, pretty amazing. Very similar to obviously Airbnb. There's also being able to actually go out and take advantage of Amazon, and what Amazon's doing is obviously the number one retailer out there. So again, being able to actually, how can I actually become a seller on Amazon? There's obviously a lot of opportunity there. Being able to, if you have there's private equity that you can get into, private funding, whether it's in real estate environment, or whether it's like VC or private equity, when it comes to like investing into businesses, tech companies, startup companies. So again, there's just a lot of opportunities out there, and we're going to talk about really kind of what that looks like and the opportunities on what we can take advantage of. I mean, if you're licensed in something, and you're utilizing it, whether you're an electrician or a plumber, when you do side jobs, like being able to actually turn that into an actual business, to where you can now write off boots and tools, and you can write off your home office where you actually write your paperwork up and things like that. Again, like, don't just go out there and do the job. Turn it into an actual lucrative business, to where you can actually now write off and utilize it as a vehicle to save yourself money annually, in taxes. There's obviously tax benefits to being self-employed. There's tax benefits to having a company. And so again, if you don't have a side hustle and you're just paying the government 30% of your wages, you're you're crazy. You're losing money, and again, you're not able to take advantage of taxable opportunities, because again, you're a W-2 employee. You don't have a business that you can write off part of your home, write off part of your expenses. I definitely, 2023, I would definitely encourage you to definitely do so. But again, I just wanted to get on here and just really, again, we don't trade on Fridays. I just wanted to just chat it up. Let's look at the chat and see what's kind of going on here. Let's see what kind of chat we have here. Let's go. Let's get it. Honestly, US 30, I didn't even look at it today. I honestly have no care in the world. You know, honestly, like I didn't even look at the news today. I looked at nothing. Like I said, guys, like I'm telling you, like I don't look at them. I don't fear of missing out. Like if I'm not trading, I'm not looking. I don't care. I have no care in the world. The next day that I'll look at a chart is Monday. Monday at about 8:45, 8:50, 10 minutes before I trade. Again, like I have so many other things to do. I don't like looking at charts. I honestly don't care what it's done. And again, that's honestly as simple as I make it, guys. Like I just really simplify this. You know what I mean? Again, I just again, when I look at the week that we had, we traded 4 days to be able to have profits of $19,000. I don't need to look at the charts. I took 20 trades this week. We went 20-0. We had no losses. Again, I just simplify it, and honestly, like really, where the simplicity comes is it's here. I'm just so confident. I'm so confident in what I do, and I'm so confident in trading, and I'm just so confident in being able to just jump on the market 10 minutes before, be able to pick and know, am I taking sells, am I taking buys, and then obviously just being patient. And then from there, just getting in, getting out, finding the right spot, 2 or 3 trades, boom, I'm done. And just really simplifying it in that manner, and nothing more than that. But again, man, super exciting stuff. Like I said, it all starts with you. It all starts here mentally. And again, I'm really big on mental. I'm really big on mindset. Anything that you want to do, first and foremost, it's knowing that you can do it. We can accomplish, we can do, we saw people become the president of the United States that had no resume to support that. We've seen people, do things, throughout the world that, again, they don't, when you look at paper, and you look on paper and, we're so used to being judged by a resume, it doesn't matter anymore. Whatever it is that you want to do, put in the work and go do it. It's very simple. Like, again, like when I look at the things that I haven't done, for example, right? And again, I don't like to point the finger. I like to definitely hold myself accountable. I would say probably over the last 5 years, I've really been, I've wanted to get my real estate license. I have put that off. I have made every excuse. I've put this before it. I put that before it. I put this before it. I put that before it. I'm going to be taking this test next week. And again, I've literally held myself accountable, like getting in the gym. I hold myself accountable every single day to study. There's no more excuses. And again, like if I'm going to make an excuse, I'm going to take ownership of that damn excuse. Again, you're not where you want to be because no other reason. Not because of her, not because of these kids. I don't have the time, my job. Those are all excuses. Take ownership of them. Okay, great. You've allowed whatever it is stopping you from getting away. If it's your job, you don't have the time because of your job. You've allowed that to happen. What are you going to do to free up your time so that you can do this? Or don't complain about it. And that's what I've done, is I don't talk about the things that I'm doing. I'm simply just making moves. And like I said, like I put that thing off, but again, like I take ownership of that. This came before it, that came before it. I made this excuse, I made that excuse. No more. It's going to get done, and I'm gonna get it completed. Okay? Again, like I've just become really focused on, again, like this platform has allowed me to do so. Is again, I'm not telling you guys or doing things or tell you guys to take steps in directions that I haven't taken myself, or things that I haven't. Again, I will never be perfect, nor will you. Stop trying to be. You will fail at being perfect every single day, and you'll be picking yourself up from the ground every single day. Accept where you're at. Build skill sets that you need to get you to that next level. Stop making excuses. And if you're going to make an excuse, take ownership of the damn thing. And don't complain about it. If you know what? If you don't get it done, you chose not to get it done. It's no one else's fault. You can't point fingers at this person or that person or this or that. It's your decision. It's a choice. Everything that we do is a choice. It's simply a choice that we make to get it done or not. And again, we're human. Stop being so tough on yourself. You have a new opportunity today. Take advantage of that opportunity today. You know what I mean? Again, I don't care what happened yesterday. You didn't make the decision yesterday. Okay, fine, great. Who cares? Make the decision today. Or set a goal of when you're going to make that decision. Or write things down. You know, I've become good at really writing things down, whether it's on my iPad, whether it's sticky notes, whether it's, sticky notes or little white pads that I have around my office here. But again, take control. You're in complete control. I'm telling you. Again, I don't make excuses. I take ownership of what I don't get done. I take complete ownership. I don't blame anybody. I don't blame anything. It's my fault. I didn't get it done. I need to be better. Same thing. You didn't get it done. You need to be better. Prioritize. And again, stop trying to be perfect. There's no perfect time. There will never be a perfect time to do something. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as perfect. Things are perfect. No, there's no such thing. Things are the way that they're supposed to be because you decided them to be that way. You are where you're supposed to be right now. You will be where you're supposed to be tomorrow based off your choices and your decisions. Again, guys, thank you guys so much. Again, I appreciate all the support. I truly do. I'm simply here to just share my journey. I'm here to document my journey. I'm here to really, just share my journey and hopefully through my journey give you hope. Okay? I'm not doing anything, different. I'm simply just making decisions, and I'm simply just making a choice, and I'm simply just, regardless of what the obstacles or challenges are, they're going to happen. I'm being confident in myself. I believe in myself. I can accomplish whatever I put my mind to, and so can you. And again, obviously we should never look down on anybody. We should be lifting people up, especially in today's time. And again, believing that you can is always going to be more profitable than believing that you can. Why would you believe that you can't do something? Okay, we tell our children you can be anything that you want to be, but you don't believe you can. Again, we just live in a time where there's so many opportunities. You're struggling because you choose to struggle. You're not where you want to be because you haven't put in the work to get to where you want to go. It's going to put work. It's going to take effort. It's going to be uncomfortable. But if you're not willing to go through that, you can't have what's on the other side without putting in that work. So again, guys, thank you guys so much. I'm going to continue to bring content. I don't do this for follows. I don't do this for likes. I simply do this to really hopefully bring hope and to really just share my journey and to just help people, someone out there that is listening to what I'm saying and saying, gosh, that man, that's what I needed. And they just go and do amazing things. And again, even if it's just one person. I know obviously I see, especially on TikTok, there's thousands that come into the view live. But again, just one, just one to hear thanks, to hear I'm excited, to hear I'm motivated, to hear I'm inspired. To hear these things is why I do what I do. And it's very inspiring and very motivating to me. And it really challenges me to be better. And it challenges me to rise up, and it challenges me to overcome obstacles so that I can show you how I overcome those obstacles. Because again, we're no different. You have obstacles, I have obstacles. Again, it's just how do we choose to get over them, or do we allow them to hold us back? And how did we do that? How do we get creative to get over these obstacles? How do we win? And again, there's so many things against us. How do we continue to strive to win? And how do we continue to to be the best version of us every single day? And mentally taking care of ourselves, because if you're not mentally right and you're not mentally taking care of yourself, you cannot take care of anybody else. Again, when you fly, if the last time you've taken a flight, the stewardess talks about the oxygen mask falling. Before you help someone else, make sure you secure the mask on you. Make sure that you can breathe. Before you help someone else breathe, make sure that you're breathing. Make sure that you know where your floating device is. Make sure that you know what before you can help someone else. And I think that we forget that. We focus on our children, we focus on our wife, we focus on our friends, we focus on our family members. But if you're not right, you can't help them, and you're just hurting yourself. So mental illness is real. Take the time to make sure that you're focusing on you and taking care of you. Because if you're not taking care of you, there's no one else that's going to. No one else is taking care of you but you. And so again, if you're taking care of everybody else and you're forgetting you, you're in for a rude awakening. But again, guys, thank you guys so much. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Facebook. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. I will see you on Monday. I'll be on the lookout for more content. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.